Undigested food. Some parts of food cannot be digested by your body. There are fibrous components present in the food. These fibrous components cannot be digested by our body. They pass into a pipe-like organ called the large intestine. The undigested food will pass into a pipe-like structure called large intestine, structure or organ. Water from the undigested food is absorbed by the large intestine. Large intestine will help in absorbing water from the undigested food, whereas small intestine will help in absorbing the digested food. Remember, large intestine will mainly absorb water from undigested food, whereas small intestine will absorb the digested food. The solid waste that remains passes out of your body through the opening called anus. The solid waste, which mainly contains these undigested components of the food, it should move away from our body. It is not required for our body. It is collected in the large intestine for a short time. Later it should be removed from our body. So it is actually removed through an opening called anus. Anus is the last opening of our digestive tube. The first opening is mouth, through which the food will enter. And the last opening of the digestive tube is anus, through which the food will move out. Here you can have a look at the path of food through the digestive system. Food pipe is esophagus, mouth, then through the esophagus it will reach the stomach. Okay, after stomach the next part is small intestine. In the mouth cavity only carbohydrate rich food will be digested. In the stomach protein and fat rich food will be digested. Protein or fat component of food also you can consider. Carbohydrate digesting enzymes that we are going to learn in higher class. It is not present in the stomach. Okay, then in small intestine mainly will absorb digested food. Digested food will be absorbed by small intestine. Even the digestion of carbohydrate, protein, fat, all these will occur in the small intestine. Later it will be absorbed by small intestine itself. Then large intestine will mainly absorb water from the undigested food. Even the undigested food, for a while it will be stored in large intestine and it will come out from the body through this opening which is called as anus. Now, did you know the digestive system is about 9 meters long? Our digestive tube is almost about 9 meters long, and the journey of food through it takes 20 to 30 hours. 20 to 30 hours. So that will be the journey of the food in our digestive tube, from the mouth until it actually reaches the anus. Good eating habits. You already know that should eat a balanced diet. You know what is balanced diet, right? The food that contains all the nutrients in it, like carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals. And drink plenty of water. We should always eat balanced diet and drink plenty of water. You also know that you must wash your hands well with soap and water before you eat. Before we eat, always we need to wash our hands with soap and water. That is mainly to remove the germs. Otherwise, we may get infected. Here are some more rules to follow. There are a few other rules that we are going to learn. Eat your food at fixed time. Always we need to have a fixed time to eat the food. Second point, never be in a hurry to finish your food. Never be in a hurry to finish your food. Chew your food properly before swallowing it. We need to chew the food well so that the food item will get digested later on extremely well if you chew it well. So before swallowing, we need to chew the food very well with the help of teeth. This makes the digestion of food easier. Rinse your mouth thoroughly after eating. After eating, we need to rinse our mouth so that if the food particle remain in the mouth, it may lead to tooth decay. Bacteria will act on that food particles and they release an acid which will cause damage to our teeth, which is called tooth decay. Then rest a while after eating. After having food, never go to play. We need to take a rest. The reason is your body needs oxygen to digest the food. Our body requires oxygen to digest the food. Remember, oxygen will help in giving energy to the different parts of the digestive system for digestion. If you start playing, the other organs will use up oxygen and you may get stomachache. Do you know if you start playing, As soon we eat the food, our body, especially digestive parts of our body, they require oxygen to digest the food. Whereas when we start playing, what will happen? Other organs which is involved in playing, so certain muscle movement and all, they require more oxygen. At that time, oxygen will be supplied less to the digestive parts. So they may not digest the food properly. At that time, we get stomach ache. So that is the reason soon after the food, we shouldn't do any physical activity, high physical activity. Then eat lots of vegetables and fruits. We need to always eat more vegetables and fruits. They give us vitamins. Along with that, they also give us fibrous components, which is called roughage. Besides nutrients, they also have roughage or fiber. Do you know this roughage or fiber is very important because they help in eliminating the undigested waste. See, your body cannot digest fiber. Fibrous component our body cannot digest. But fiber helps to remove the waste from your body. Undigested waste and all can be removed easily when fibrous component from the fruits and vegetables are given to the body. Now, at the end of this lesson, let me summarize it. What we have learnt. The breaking down of food into small, simple substances is called digestion. Digestion means break. What it will break? Food into small and simple substances. Food has to be digested before it can be used by the body to give you energy. So when we take food, we eat food because it will give us energy. But food after we take, it should be broken down into smaller particles. Later it will be absorbed by the blood. Then later our body will get energy from the food. So it should be digested first before we get energy. Digestion takes place in the digestive system of our body. Where the digestion takes place? In the digestive system of our body. Digestion starts in the mouth, continues in the stomach, and has completed in the small intestine. Starts from mouth and maximum digestion. So that process will occur in small intestine. Digested food is absorbed into blood through the walls of the small intestine. If they ask you in which part of the digestive system the digested food will be absorbed, your answer should be small intestine. Undigested food passes out of the body through anus. How the undigested food will pass out of the body? It is through anus. You should have good eating habits. So we learnt at the last, at the end, that we should have good eating habit to maintain good health related to digestion.